Hi everyone, my name is Asma Siddiqui. I'm a voracious book reader, and because I was reading Nancy Drew a couple of weeks previously, I thought of reading Agatha Christie too, who was introduced to me by a colleague of mine who is a big, huge, gigantic fan of Agatha Christie. She's pretty much read all of her books. Um, we went to the book fair together, and she was looking for Agatha Christie books while I was just randomly picking up my usual style, picking up random books. So I read a couple of Agatha Christie's through my colleague, and I liked them. I enjoyed myself. Mystery, I think, is a genre that you kind of enjoy regardless of your interest in it, because you kind of get hooked onto the story. Um, I am not going to review an Agatha Christie or a Nancy Drew. I'm just going to talk about my experience with the book because I don't see the point of reviewing a classic. Because if you are reading a classic today in 2026, it's already lasted decades. So these are good books, they are good stories, they are written by amazing authors, and they've lasted that long. So they're good books, just read them. Um, for me, Agatha Christie is a little more difficult to read as compared to a Nancy Drew because I think it's the language. A classic English story is written in Old English form, which is a little difficult to follow. There are phrases that are not in use today. They're just too much of it's very proper English. So there are phrases that you are not aware of, but you obviously figure out what they mean when you're reading it. Compared to a Nancy Drew, Agatha Christie is a little difficult to follow, but the story is still good. Nancy Drew is because it's American English, it's easier to follow, it's more slang, so it's easy to read. And like I mentioned previously, even today, like almost 2 decades later from the time that I actually read Nancy Drew for the first time, I can still relate to it. So these are good books. You should read them. I finished reading ABC Murders by Agatha Christie this week, which was a good book. It was a good mystery. And they're very short stories, so it's really easy to finish these books really quickly. And it didn't take me too long. So, good books. Give them a read. Also, subscribe to the channel because I'm still in that phase where I'm reading a lot of short mysteries by Agatha or Nancy Drew. Actually, I'm more inclined towards Nancy Drew, not as much in Agatha Christie. And the main reason just being because Nancy Drews are easy to read, and also they were like my first love in books. So I will continue reading Nancy Drews, and I'm hoping to read them in the order they're meant to. First, I need to find out what the order is, and then probably read. I did figure out that the book that I read last week was, I think, the second book of the series. So I'm following up pretty well. Anyways, subscribe to the channel, come back next week. I'm going to talk about more books. Maybe another Nancy Drew or maybe something else, not really sure. But find out next week. See you around. Bye bye.